Elena Parker sat in her car, driving through the barren but beautiful deserts of New Mexico, heading towards a new chapter. Tired of the hustle and bustle of city life, she was looking for peace and solitude, so that she could focus on her new novel. She had bought an old farmhouse that was more than 100 years old. Jack Wallace, the real estate agent, had immediately convinced her by showing her pictures of the house. The house was in a remote, secluded area. As soon as the paved roads ended, she drove down a dirt, dusty road to her destination. 200-year-old trees bent in front of the house, as if hiding a secret. As soon as she entered, she was greeted by the old smell of wood, silence, and the gentle rustle of the wind. The walls of the house were covered with old photographs. Some were family, some were vague. There was also a basement, whose door was rusty and heavy. The first day was extremely tiring. She lay in bed, but sleep was far from her eyes. It was completely silent outside, except for the light breeze that rattled the windows. In the afternoon, as the sun was about to set, Elena noticed that someone had scratched the basement door with their fingernails. 5 clear finger marks. She shook her head and consoled herself. Maybe it was the previous owner's pet. But that night, when she was about to go to bed, the bedroom door opened by itself. A strange cold breeze came in, and with it, as if someone had brushed her finger on the glass of her window. She was startled. There was no one outside. The next night, when she leaned forward after washing her face in the bathroom mirror and then straightened her face, she clearly saw a shadow standing behind her. Black, tall, without a face. She immediately turned around and saw no one. She looked in the mirror. The shadow had also disappeared. It was all incomprehensible. She took a sleeping pill and fell asleep. But that shadow, now it was starting to come to her dreams. Repeating the same sentence, "This is my house, not yours," Elena sought out the only living elder in the neighborhood, Miss Doyle. Her name had been given by Jack Wallace, saying that she might be able to tell her something. Miss Doyle's face turned pale when she saw Elena. "You took the same house?" Elena asked in surprise. What did she mean? That house had once belonged to Elmer Dalton, a war soldier who had returned from the war and had changed. He began to work on spirits and demons. People said that he spoke to the sky at night, and one day he disappeared. The police found only a bloody cloth and a burning circle. Since then, the house had been empty, but whoever had gone had not returned. That night, Elena decided to go to the basement. Flashlight in hand, prayer in heart. There was an old mirror hanging below, a line of blood on the floor as if someone had been dragged. The light dimmed as she walked in front of the mirror. She saw herself in the mirror, but this time her reflection was not moving with her movement. Then suddenly the reflection in the mirror rolled its eyes, smiled, and said, "It's time." The next day, Elena woke up, and there were marks on her hands as if someone had grabbed her by force. Her nails were bloody, but the memory was completely gone. Drops of blood on the kitchen ceiling. Traces of someone else's footsteps on the floor. A strange change in her voice. Sometimes it became masculine and resonant. Out of fear, she tried to leave the house, but the car wouldn't start, the phone was dead. And when she went out, she found herself back in the same place again and again. The house had imprisoned her. Elena decided that she had to face that thing. She downloaded the Quran recitation from YouTube, made a circle of salt, and sat in front of the mirror. As soon as Surah Al-Baqarah began, the house began to shake. Screams came from the doors and walls. The mirror began to break, and the shadow appeared in full human form. "Can you get me out? I am the one who has come into your breath." Elena splashed water from the bottle. The shadow began to writhe. The mirror broke with a scream, and a loud noise resounded. This is not the end, this is just the beginning. Elena was found unconscious on the bed in the morning. There was silence in the house. The doors were open, the sun was out. She immediately packed her things, got into the car and drove to the city. At the hospital, the doctor did a brain scan of her. Everything was normal except for one thing. A face was peeking out from one corner of the scan. The doctor looked at her with questioning eyes. Elena remained silent because she knew that the shadow was now inside her. The house was gone, but that thing was free now, and it could take over not only the body but also the soul. You heard this scary story on the YouTube channel, Cursed Narratives. If you like such scary, realistic, and breathtaking stories, then subscribe to the channel, like the video, and press the bell icon so that the next time a shadow stands behind you, you are ready. Remember, behind every door there is not only a room, some shadows are also hidden.